So hello FanFormulas, welcome back. Just want to say a massive thank you to everybody on FanFormula who wished me a happy birthday. I had an amazing time and there's a few photos on Twitter. Not many because I was so clever I forgot to take my phone out with me. I dressed up as a very poor Dame Edna because, well, everyone knows I love Australia, and she is, symbolic of how amazing Australia is. And yeah, I got a few compliments, and some people did try to pull my wig off. But I can live with this. But yeah, I want to show you a few presents I got because I got a few Formula One related ones, which are really cool. First one is this. Right, I have to hold it up the right way, or I get pilfered. So this is my new my Australian flag. How amazing is this? It means now I can support Webber on a more consistent basis. Or Daniel, we know Daniel. And yeah, look, just amazing. Touch to make a dress out of this. So winner, I'm going to keep that here for now. And I got these as well. These are earrings. Good little clears. But look, I can right. So when I support Jensen for Austin, China, Kobayashi, and Japan, Timo Glock, I can support Timo, the Irish driver, Timo Glock. Ferrari, I've got Spain, so Alonso. China for the Chinese Grand Prix. And Canada for when I'm watching Canada or Jacques Villeneuve turns up. All the races there covered. And of course France. So not only for Paul Ricard, but for the cutie little giraffe himself. And I want to say as well, thank you to F1 Assessive or Ricky for my giraffe-related card. I've packed it away because at the moment you can't tell so much here. But oh god, this is split one. You can't tell so much here, but I've packed everything away because I'm moving house. I'm moving back home for money reasons because living here is just draining my funds. So yeah, it's at the minute everything's in chaos. Like I'm working lots, I'm doing campaigns for work, I'm trying to do fan formula, trying to the blog's not been seen to in weeks because I've been so busy. So I'm trying to get that sorted ready for when I move back next week. So everything at the moment is a bit stressy and a bit messy. So if you see me moaning and whinging on Twitter, I will be moaning and whinging on Twitter. And I'm ill. I forgot to mention, if you notice my voice has got a bit dodgy, I'm talking like Barbara Streisand out my nose. It's because I've got a head cold, and I blame the boy for that because he passed it on to me. But I am feeling a lot better. So these are all wins. So now I've rambled on for hours. And I apologise as well. I have tissues. So if I'm snotting everywhere, I do really apologise. Sorry, Grace. So yeah, let's get on with Fan Formula this week. So question one. It was announced before Singapore Grand Prix that Jake Humphrey would be leaving the BBC F1 team at the end of the season. Who do I think would be the best replacement for him for 2013? Now, everyone knows that me and Smug Free don't have the best of relationships. Because he's smug. So I'm quite grateful he's going. He's going to do football for BT. Got no bad to say. That's his choice. And his wife's having a baby, so he can't be as fly away as he'd like, even though other people do have kids and they do it. So, whatevs. But replacements. Well, I don't really watch the BBC anymore. I have to watch it this week for Japan. Korea? Japan. Korea. I can't remember which one's which. Korea. Because I'm moving home. My mum's got Virgin. It's a lot of dilly-dally. She don't know where to get Sky or not. So it's not dilly-dally in the moment. So I probably will have to just watch the BBC just to keep me going for a week or two until we get things sorted. Yesterday we had a chat with Will Buxton, and he says he doesn't have a contract next year for GP2 and GP3. So I would like to see Buxton do it. He has presented before, and he's got experience, and he's very enthusiastic. I know people are a bit marmite with him, but I think he'd do a really good job. I'd like to see Eddie move up a bit. I know Eddie Jordan is like the comedy value, but, he's a good anchor. He's not awful, and, he's seen it from all sides. And, but it depends on whether he'd want to sort of go a step up from the pundit. So, but I definitely don't want to see Coulthard do it because he's like Paul de Vesta and he'll bore me to tears. So I would like to see Will Buxton or any of us lot. We could do it. We should do Fan Formula. It'd be great. Imagine it. Give me the flights for 50 quid. I'd do it. I can read auto cue. I'll be fine. I'll be sorted. So all of us should do it. I think Fan Formula should do it. Question two. The obvious question, Hamilton to Mercedes, what is my view? I'm going to be calm and collected and say the exact same thing I said on Twitter. I've never cared about Hamilton. Hamilton is my least favourite. I hate him. He's not my... hate's a strong word. He's not my favourite driver. He never has been. He never will. But it's like I said on Twitter. People were really bashing him. And that's fine because that's their choice. And if they want to bash or not bash, that's their opinion. I just want to wait and see with it. Because Mercedes aren't an awful team. We've just got to see if he's good. Because if the engine regulations changed in 2014, the car might be amazing and he'll win and, end of story. But the car isn't going to be as good, I don't think, next year. So it'd be interesting to see how Hamilton does. But I think it'd be a lot better with Rosberg as his teammate because they've been friends for a while. They know each other quite well. I think that will help him a lot. But, yeah, I think, that I think a lot of it was money and some of the things he had to do. I think he's always been a bit like that, a bit big-headed, thinks he's better than he is. And he's not exactly awful. He wins races. But it's just a wait and see. I don't want to say, oh, he's going to be awful at Mercedes because you just don't know what that car is going to be like in 2013, 2014. But it is a massive amount of money. It's like something like $50 million a year. Now, I know Jensen's on, I think, he's on 60, so 60 times 5 is 12, so he's going to be on a lot more money than, say, Jensen. So maybe it was a money issue, maybe it was the fact he couldn't keep the trophies. It's all a lot of hearsay of what's going on, and especially with like Jensen unfollowing him, and that was a load of balls and all because they never followed each other anyway. No offense, who would? I only follow Hamilton for his, tweets about wife beating Chris Brown, just for the lols. I don't follow him to see what inspirational things he has to say. So, yeah, it's just wait and see, really. Question 3. Do you think Perez has made a good decision to go to McLaren, or do you feel he should have continued on his Ferrari back career? I think it's a great decision. Perez is still young. He's got experience for the last couple of seasons, but he's not experienced. He is very... Everyone loves Perez. He's a very warm character to believe in. When I went to F1 in pubs and Perez came second, everyone cheered. It didn't matter who he supported. Everyone loves Perez. He's a sweet, lovely guy who's worked hard, and Mexico loves him. And Telmex who support Perez. They're obviously a telecommunications company. They're going to bring lots of money in, and with Vodafone being what's going on, it's going to be great. I think the pairing would be lovely of Button and Perez because it won't be like Button's number one because obviously they like to share a bit, but he's got more experience, so he will be more number one. But I think Perez can show Button a few new tricks, kind of thing. So I think it's going to be absolutely amazing. I'm really excited about this. I'm looking forward to new tuned as well next year. I hope they still do that because that'd be amazing. I'd love a little Perez. Oh, it'd be so sweet, adorable. I love it. So yeah, it should be really good. No, I don't think he should have. Ferrari have got rumours for 2013, 2014 of who's going to fill them seats. And if he couldn't go to Ferrari for the next 2 years, why should he stay at Sauber and waste... As much as Sauber are good, why waste time in a midfield team when he can be with a top team already? And all the best drivers tend to go to both. Alonso's been to McLaren, we had Prost who went to both, and there's been many drivers in the past that have gone to... Raikkonen, for example, they've all been to Ferrari and McLaren. It's no bad thing. If Perez is great in 5 years' time, then Ferrari will obviously want him back. It's amazing. He's only young. Is he? I think he's 23, so he's not exactly old. He's younger than I am, and even 5 years he'd still be 28. Jensen's older than that now. It's like 31 or something. So yeah, I think it's really, really good. Bonus question: with a seat now effectively empty at Sauber, who do you think will fill Perez's boots? Now, there's rumours of Schumacher. Now, it would be a massive step down for Schumacher, but it'd be fantastic for Sauber. And it'd be great to see Schumacher in a Sauber just exploring what he could do with the car, because Sauber's not awful. They have some great results. So it'd be interesting if that occurred, but I don't think it will. There's rumours of Alguersuari. Now, it's scary to think that Alguersuari is, 21? And he's talking, people are saying, his career is over. He's 21. It makes me feel sick. Actually sick that people are saying that. He's 21. He's not exactly 41. He's not Schumacher at the end of the day. So I think he's got a good chance. But then you've got to think of all these impossible seats. Hulkenberg still doesn't know. Is Suttil coming back after his, smashy glassy incident? There's still Ricardo and Vern and, where's Kovalainen going to go if he gets dropped, and Petrov, and there's all people that can bring money into Sauber. Now, I'm not saying they all have paid drivers, but obviously Perez brings quite a bit of money with the Mexican deal, so they're going to want someone with a bit of cash. Now, Schumacher will bring them cash in sponsorship ways. Alguersuari might not. I don't know. But Sauber was one of them teams where they take risks, and I think it'd be really good for them to take a risk, like they did with Raikkonen back in 2001. 2001. Yeah, 2001. And they've took risks all their lives. They took Massa, if you remember. I know Massa might not be fabulous now, but they did take him on, and he was really, really crashed everything. But he's in Ferrari now. Sauber are risk takers, and I think whatever they do, they'll do it well, and I'd love them to keep Kobayashi on. I don't want him to go either, because he's not doing an awful job. Okay, he's not doing a great job as Perez, but he's still doing a good job. And Sauber need that little bit of spark to still keep them fresh, and I think Kobayashi's still that. Oh, that was a bit long. So yeah, thank you very much for listening to my fan formula. I thank you very much, Grace. I hope you enjoyed the fan formula birthday, and I'm sure long may it continue. I haven't got anything to say really. I will be back next week, but it just might be. I'm obviously in a new location, so it's just going to be a bit strange. So I'm a bit all over the place. So please send me nice things on Twitter to make me feel better, because it'll help. It'll help a lot. And yeah, I'm gonna go to work now. Hey! So, in the words of Dom, have a lovely week and take care of yourselves. And I'll see you soon.